What's up, everybody? I'm Tomereg, and I'm back with another hardcore domination on Nuketown this time. And the reason I'm bringing you this video is because I score over 10,000 points. It's the first time I've ever done it, and I kind of made it a little goal of mine to try and get a game with over 10,000 points, which I ended up doing. I think in this game I end up getting 10,415 points, or give or take a few there. So now that I finally got my 10,000 point game, I'm going to be shooting to try and get like an 11 or 12,000 point game, and hopefully I will be able to achieve that. If not, I think I'll have fun trying. And I know I have never personally played in a game of Black Ops 2, or I think any previous Call of Duty game where I've seen somebody score over 10,000 points. So I'm pretty pumped about that. I end up getting like 78 kills this game. And a note on the 78 kills, those are all with guns or nades. I did not have any assault kill streaks on. I was only using support. I was using UAV, VSAT, and EMP. So I think that 78 kills with just your gun and or nades is pretty good. And I was pretty happy with the gameplay. I think I had like a 4 point something KD, and I had a lot of fun. Didn't even realize I was getting very close to 10,000 points. I hadn't planned on trying to get it this game. I was just playing, and I happened to look at the scoreboard and how much time was left in the game, and it ended up, I was like, well, I might be able to actually do this, and I pulled through and got 10,000 points. Too bad it wasn't the double XP weekend that's coming up. That would have been awesome. Now, I kind of want to talk a little bit about Call of Duty Ghosts while you're checking out my gameplay here, and I'm looking for feedback on what you guys think or would like to see changed, added, kept the same, or anything like that. And I think we all know that Treyarch and Infinity Ward have different ways of doing their Call of Duty games, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Like, for instance, with Black Ops 2, Treyarch added the Pick 10 system, and I think a lot of people have really enjoyed it. I know I did, and I'm hoping Infinity Ward will stay with that or some variation of it. Instead of just getting to pick 10 items, you get 100 points to spend, and say your primary weapon is worth 25 or 30 points, nades are 15, 10 points, attachments are 5, something like that. I would like to see Infinity Ward try to improve upon that, but I honestly don't know if they will. It seemed like in the past that Infinity Ward and Treyarch try to stay away from each other as much as possible when it comes to multiplayer stuff. But I'm hoping that, they're going to start closing the gap with that, and they will start feeding off of each other more on how they build their multiplayer systems for Call of Duty. And I hope they do keep it keep it the same at the very least, and it's a great feature. I love it, and I think initially when Treyarch had announced this system, there was kind of a lot of pushing back from the Call of Duty fan base about it, but I think it really caught on, and a lot of people have started to like it since then. Now, one thing that Infinity Ward has done in the past that Treyarch has not is, like in Modern Warfare 3, they had the Moab that nobody really knew anything about until, they started playing the games and hitting that 25 gun kill streak. They didn't make any announcements of it. It was a hidden thing, and I'm kind of curious if Infinity Ward is going to do something like that again with Call of Duty Ghosts. I kind of hope they do, because it made things a lot more interesting, and you didn't have to waste a score streak or kill streak slot to pick it. You just had to get your 25 kills with your gun to get it, and I think that made the game a lot more enjoyable as well, and it kept it interesting, really. Another thing Infinity Ward does that Treyarch does not is on the hardcore modes, they use Ricochet, and I've been playing obviously a lot of hardcore games lately, and I've been booted out of quite a few games. It wasn't intentional, but I was trying to I threw a random nade, or a teammate cuts across in front of me while I'm shooting at an enemy, and I end up team killing 3 times, and I get booted. So I'm really hoping Infinity Ward brings back Ricochet so I die instead of my teammates and I don't have to worry about getting booted. Or if they were to go like with a system with like Halo uses, where the team votes whether or not you should be kicked. Because I mean, if you're unintentionally killing teammates because of random nades or something like that, I you know, you shouldn't get booted for it automatically. And it always seems like when I do get booted, I'm having just a great game. I am owning everybody that gets in my path. And then I throw a random nade on like the B dom and a teammate runs into it and I kill him and I get booted. So I'm hoping Infinity Ward will, you know, help out the hardcore crowd a little bit with something like that, so you're not having to worry about getting booted like you do right now with Black Ops 2. I'm hoping they'll keep it at least at Ricochet, if not the voting system. It'll help things out a lot more. Now, one thing I'm really hoping in Call of Duty Ghosts that they change that Black Ops 2 I feel did very, very well and right is when you prestige, you don't lose like your weapon attachments, your camos you've unlocked, your challenges. You know, you prestige, you get the new emblem, you get to start over from the beginning trying to rank up. But you get to keep using, if you have your gold camo, your diamond camo on anything, you get to keep that. And some of the challenges, like I know in previous Call of Duty games, have been very hard to get. You honestly might only unlock that challenge once or twice the entire year long you played that game. And if you prestige, it went away and you had to try and do it again. So I'm hoping that Infinity Ward will take a note from Treyarch on the whole prestiging thing and let us keep the things we unlock when we prestige. Whether or not they will, only time's going to tell what Infinity Ward's going to do. We probably aren't going to be hearing any type of multiplayer information from Infinity Ward on Call of Duty Ghosts until probably late August, beginning of September at the earliest. I don't know that for sure. That's just my personal guess going by how they have done Call of Duty multiplayer information releases, whatever you want to call it, in the past. And I'm hoping that, you know, we only got to wait another month and a half before we start hearing more information on Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer. I know a lot of people are probably anxiously awaiting that, and we're all just going to kind of have to wait and see how it goes. But I think Call of Duty Ghosts will be great. I'm looking forward to the single player because honestly, in my own personal opinion, I think Infinity Ward has a lot better campaign single player than Treyarch does. I haven't really been a fan of the Treyarch storylines with Black Ops or Black Ops 2, but I love the storylines with Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3. I actually played all of those campaigns through to the end, beat the games, and I can honestly say I haven't done that with Black Ops or Black Ops 2 because I just didn't really care about their storyline and their single player game. Now, maybe I'm in the minority when I say that, but I think Call of Duty Ghosts is going to be awesome. It's going to be completely separate from the Modern Warfare storylines, and so it's basically a new reboot for Call of Duty. Except, I mean, they're going to keep, you know, key features that everybody liked and stuff like that. But I think it'll be a fun single-player game as well as multiplayer. And I can't wait till we start finding out more details for it. And then when it finally gets released, I will be playing that a lot, I'm sure, on my Xbox One. Because I have all those pre-ordered, ready to go. Now, the hard part for now is just waiting and getting more information. And we're coming up on the end of the game here, and I have just been dominating. If you've been paying attention to the gameplay at all, I was basically just raping them in their spawn, and I'm sure some of you were probably thinking you're just spawn camping, blah, 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 blah. But I had VSATs up like almost nonstop. So why would I not stand there? And I know exactly where they are and what direction they're facing, what way they're running. Why would I not stay there and try and shoot as many of them as possible? Because we're keeping them in their spawn away from the A and B domination points, and we're trying to win the game. So that's what you need to do. You need to keep them away from the domination points, which I was doing. I was defending the objectives. I went 78 and 17 that game with 38 defense and no assault score streaks. I think is pretty good. It's decent. 10,000 points, I'll take it. If you guys enjoyed the video, I always appreciate a like, and if you really want to, I always appreciate any new subs that I get that want to view future videos and check out some of my other gameplays here. And I thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.